is one reason that people choose to a Mary Kay business. And so we actually earn 50% on everything that we sell. So that is really great, and it's very simple. It's not complicated. And then we also have no territories or quotas, and our products are consumable. So that means that they go down the sink every night, and we are very happy about that. Happy to use them and happy to wash them off, and then happy to have those clients that are purchasing the products consistently. And I can tell you personally, as I'm sure all of you have customers or clients that you have had for the duration of your Mary Kay business. I have clients that I have had for the 14 years that I have been in business. So this is a great thing about our company and about our products being consumable. So another reason that people choose Mary Kay maybe for an opportunity is the automobiles, the cars, the Mary Kay cars, right? The earning the use of a career car is an option that is available to everyone. And it's just basically dependent on the amount of hours or the amount of time that you want to put into your business. One of the things that I loved about Mary Kay when the opportunity was presented to me in the beginning was that I was in a industry where I was in a totally male-dominated environment. I was in the construction industry, and for 20 years, I was in engineering and project management. For 20 years, I worked with all men, and no women in my department. Well, that was okay. That wasn't a bad thing. But the thing that did discourage me some is that in my industry and with what I experienced personally is that I did encounter some glass ceilings. And what that meant is that no matter how much work I did or how well I did it, that there was a certain point that I would not be able to go over, okay? I would not be able to surpass that. And I love the Mary Kay, that the opportunity and this business was all dependent on what I wanted to do with it. It was, nobody else decided that for me. So the amount of work that you put into it is really what you get out of it. So you really get to choose that, and everybody has that individual choice. And I love that about this business. So along with that, the career cars. The career cars come, and we were talking earlier today, or maybe it was yesterday with Sue, but when I decided to take this business seriously and quit camping around with it and treating it as a hobby, you know, how many people have a hobby? Do you have hobbies? Yes. How much does it pay you? How much does it cost you? Right? So when I decided to quit treating it as a hobby and really treat it seriously, then I just decided that I was going to put forth the effort into this business as I did working for all of those years, for all of those people, making them a lot of money. And so I wanted my family to be the beneficiary of that hard work without all of the go-betweens. And this business really offers that. And so the career cars are an opportunity in that, because driving a new car is wonderful. New car smell is really good, right? The leather is even better, right? And being able to have Mary Kay, that when you earn that career car, they provide the payment for that car, 85% of the insurance and all the tax and licensing. So if you look at your budget with the car that you are driving and how much you pay for that car, and then how much you pay for insurance and how much the tax and licensing is, it really adds up, right? So not only do you have your income in your Mary Kay that you earn, but if you are working and earning that car, the amount of money that you are saving by not having to pay for that new car really adds up, right? So there are 4 different career cars that are available, and I just have to tell you something real quick with that is that my husband and I have been married for 6 years in September. He is my Prince Charming, but I've been, as I said, in Mary Kay for 14 years and been a sales director for 13. And not too long ago, when we were driving into town, he looked at me and he said, you know, for as long as I've known you, we have been driving new cars that we don't pay for. And I said, yeah, so what do you think about that? And he says, I love Mary Kay. So sweet. So automobiles, those cars, they do, we do have the opportunity to earn those, and that is based on the amount of time that you want to put into it and the amount of energy. Recognition is another reason why some people choose a Mary Kay business opportunity, because, you know, sometimes we just want a little bit of that, right? I mean, and if you're recognition motivated, you want a lot of that, right? Okay, and you all know who you are. But I really believe that we all just want a little pat on the back from time to time, and we don't often get that. Sometimes even at our, at the JOBs, at your other jobs that you work, that a lot of times you get recognized just when you do something wrong, right? And we know our family appreciate us, but when's the last time that they all stood up and applauded you for cooking dinner? Right? So recognition sometimes is a good thing, and you know, Mary Kay knew that, and so she provided a business opportunity where you can earn prizes for doing your job, and earn prizes and trips, all kinds of fun things. So recognition is a big part of that, of this business. So this was big to me, being your own boss. Being your own boss, being able to work from home and really be able to adjust your lifestyle and your hours according to what works for you. Now at this time in our lives, our kids are grown and we've got grandkids, the best thing ever. Best thing ever. Did I mention the best thing ever? Okay, we all know that our grandmas, yeah, or mimas in our household, mima. Anyway, but we are in a different phase in our life that it might have been 10, 15 years ago. But my husband's a farmer, and so in the wintertime, he is slower in his work. So I work in the summer and the spring and the fall more when he is, and in the wintertime, we snow ski a lot. So we take off and go everywhere, and being able to have a business that allows me to do that, it just makes me so grateful for Mary Kay and grateful for this opportunity that allows that. So being my own boss I really enjoy that freedom and that flexibility, and somebody not telling me when I can go to the bathroom or when I can take a day off or when I, oh, you're not really sick, So, and I know because I was 20 years or more in not being my own boss, should I just put it that way, right? So next is some of our key priorities, and you've heard Sue talk about this. Our key priorities of having God first and family second and career third. But not only that, but we learn how to do that. Because before Mary Kay, I wanted that. But because everybody put so much pressure on me and then I gladly took it, all of that pressure, that I felt pressure from my job to work longer hours because there was a lot of responsibility on me to do what I needed to do. And then I felt pressure from, well, I need to work more to pay these bills or to do this and all of these different pressures that we have. And so what ended up happening is that my priorities got all out of whack. And it's not what I intended it to do. It's almost like you wake up one day and go, what happened? My kids are my important. My faith is my importance. My family. But through all of the stressors as Sue was talking about, it got all out of whack. And so Mary Kay taught us how to keep those priorities in line. And then as being our own boss, when we go to work for ourselves, we go to work. And then when we, as Sue said, compartmentalize, when we're at work, we're working. And when we are with our kids, we're with our kids. That's how you keep those priorities in line. That's how that happens. But we've learned that through our Mary Kay and through what she taught these directors here in the room that learned from her, and then we all have learned from them. Because Mary Kay's not with us anymore, and so we have to continue learning and carrying on that legacy of keeping those priorities in line in our lives and in our business. So advancement is another reason that some people choose Mary Kay as an opportunity, because you get to promote yourself. So this kind of goes back to my previous job, where there were men at one time. There were times that the men working on the job that I was managing was making more money than I was. And so not being able to advance, not being able to have that choice. And so I really saw that in Mary Kay, in the possibility of, if I wanted to advance, it was all my choice. That we can promote ourselves. And being able to have that in this business, if we will discipline ourselves to do the things we need to do when we need to do them, then you can do the things you want to do when you want to do them. And that's what Mary Kay always said, right? And so we can do that. We can advance, we can promote ourselves whenever we want to. And we put it into action. It's not dependent on anybody else. So those are just a few reasons why some people start a Mary Kay business or are in your Mary Kay business. Why we all started our Mary Kay business. If any of those things that I touched on tonight was a reason why you consultants started your Mary Kay business, would you raise your hand if any of those things that I said, things that I said were reasons? Right? Yeah. So, okay, so I just wanted to point out that on the screen you can see that you probably are thinking about, this might be something that I would consider. Okay, what does it cost to get started, right? And so right here is what a starter kit looks like. It is a beauty, it used to be called a beauty showcase, right? Yeah, and so now they call it a starter kit. But it's got product and supplies and the greatest bag. I'm so obsessed with bags and shoes. Is anybody else? Oh my gosh. Yeah, for a while I injured my back and I couldn't wear my really high heel shoes. I wouldn't get rid of them. I just wanted to look at them in my closet. I know, it's terrible. But that is such a cool bag. It is so amazing. And everything, believe it or not, fits in it. Okay, because there is a lot of things in there. It's basically everything that you would need to get started in your business. One of the other great things about this is that you are never alone in Mary Kay. We work together. We work together. We teach and train together. We support you. You don't get handed your starter kit and say, hasta la vista, figure it out. Okay, because that's just not how we do this. And so you have that personal support from the person that brought you or the director or whoever is connected. There's always going to be somebody in Mary Kay that is going to help you and support you throughout your journey. And we all support each other, whether there is money, how do I say that? Whether there is personal gain or not. It doesn't matter. In Mary Kay, we just help and support each other. So this is what basically it takes to get started. And that is all up to you. From there, the rest of the details I want you to be able to talk over with your person that brought you. If it's something that you are interested in, we would love to know that. So you want to fill out the little piece of paper, the little half sheet that, that you were given, and you want to fill that out, and I believe on there is an interest level. And what they say the interest level is on a scale of 1 to 10. Is that the right one that I've got on there? Okay, so on a scale of 1 to 10, with 1 being I love and want to always pay full price, okay? And I'm happy there, okay? And 10 is for $100 with all of this great stuff and everything that you shared. Why wouldn't I get started? Okay, that's 10. And 5, you can see what 5 says on there, can't you? Right? Does it say chicken answer? Okay, if it doesn't, it should. Right. So 5 is you're on the fence and we have no idea what to do with you. And you don't know what to do either. Well, I kind of. You've got to make a decision, right? Got to make a decision. So 5, if it's not X'd out, you can't use that. You can't use 5, okay? So go ahead and mark that on your sheet, and then you can give that to the person that brought you, and you can talk with her and she can answer any questions for you. And does anybody have any questions about anything that I've shared? Okay, Kanisa?